My parents won't help pay for my wedding if my brother isn't in attendance. I'm graduating university in May and planning a winter wedding. My partner and I were engaged while in undergrad together, but my parents insisted they would not pay for my continued education if I was married, as it would be my husband's responsibility. At the same time, they also were strongly encouraging me to pick a top, expensive, university in my field. I did as they suggested, and they did pay for my education, and I am very grateful. Now, my parents pulled me aside and told me they will not be paying for my wedding if I cannot convince my brother to attend. My 26F older brother 42M has, in the past several years, completely estranged himself from them, and he will no longer speak with them under any circumstances. Myself and one cousin are the only family members in regular contact with him. It will ruin my relationship with him if I try to convince him to attend. My fiancé and I are already planning a separate celebratory dinner with my brother and his partner. This left me in a difficult position. What money I have personally would not be enough to cover the costs of the wedding I was planning with my mother. When my future mother-in-law learned planning was stalled because my family had pulled financial support she offered their estate and to pay, I was very grateful but knew my parents would be insulted for someone else to pay for the wedding. However, I did not want to delay any longer, which I suspect may have been my parents' ulterior motive. I have also decided, after speaking with my FMIL, to wear her wedding dress over the new dress I picked out with my mother. She has no daughters, and this dress was worn by her and her mother and is a very timeless antique dress which I would be honored to wear. My fiancé and I have now sent our save-the-date cards to our guest list, and I received a frantic call from my mother. She asked what I thought I was doing, and I told her then I had changed my plans and would now be planning my wedding without her. I have never before defied my parents. My father has since called me to tell me I have embarrassed him with my impropriety. I told him it was important to me that he walk me down the aisle and give me away, and so I would not convince my brother to attend because he will not go if my father is present. My father told me I am ungrateful and disrespectful, and that I am single-handedly destroying his ability to reconcile with his only son. Additional info. Our father has many expectations and will use finances as a means of controlling us. My brother would not bend to our parents' demands and made his own way in life without their financial support of him. There are some occurrences from his childhood of which he has not told me all the details, but seeing the emotional toll it has on him, I do not pry for information he doesn't freely give. I'm sure there is a component of his orientation involved, but at least when discussing our parents with me, this is not anywhere near his top contentions with our parents. I wonder if because he was quiet about this relationship for many, many years, our parents simply did not know, and by the time he became public he was already speaking very little with our parents and did not care after their approval. That is to say, he is completely legitimate in his attitude towards our parents, and this is why I could never play part in convincing him to see our father against his wishes.